Great win for our guys. Team building wise, against a really good team, a team that's going to be at the top of that Big West Conference. Obviously, very well coached, well prepared. They play hard. They do all the little things right. Really good bullpen, I thought, on their end tonight. They had a couple good arms come in, and that's a great challenge for us. And I love that. I love playing tough teams. Again, that are well prepared, and they got good players, good arms, and it was really good for our guys tonight. Cole Colleran to come out, throw a couple innings. Gabe Maya, a freshman, to get his feet wet. I thought he did a heck of a job. His confidence was there. He attacked the zone. Great to see Jack Dolak get a 1-2-3 inning, pounding strikes, getting his confidence up. I know I said a lot, but we need everybody on this team. And so that was really neat to see. Jack Hyde, I thought, did a good job for a couple innings there as well, keeping us at bay. Ryan Robinson doing his thing too. Can't say enough about the pitching. I think we had 15 strikeouts on the mound tonight, and it's been kind of a momentum thing for our team over the last however many games. So super pleased with that. Our defense outstanding. I thought Ari Armas caught a heck of a game tonight. The more that those guys are getting in there, him and DeCrisio as freshmen, those older guys are allowing those guys to have confidence and do their thing and play the way that they can. So I thought that our defense was exceptional again, no errors again. We've been taking a lot of pride in our pitching and our defense, and that's what's going to propel us to keep winning games and keep doing our thing as a ball club. Offensively, again, just putting great at-bats together. Two-strike hitting is huge in our program. It's a culture. It's a toughness thing. It's a will. It doesn't take talent, and that goes with Kevin Sim just still having an unbelievable first half of the year with two strikes against one of their best arms, if you will, their closer. And he throws a slider down, and he doesn't try to do too much with it. It stays short and hits a rocket out, a 3-run homer there, I think, in the 7th inning. So I can't say enough about that. And then the battle, that last inning in the 10th, Vasquez is in there, just misses a game-winning knock down the left field line, gets 2 strikes against one of their really, really good arms in Taylor, and throws a nasty slider down, touches it to get the runners to second and third, which allows us to win the game on the next play with DeCrisio touching it, putting the ball in play, and we're able to squeak in that last run. So really proud of the guys. They're feeling the confidence and the belief, and we just got to get back to work and get ready for conference on Friday.
Let's talk about the pitching staff. We know about your starters, obviously. It was a bullpen-only day with Colleran starting it off, but we've noticed that it seems like you guys have gotten better each and every time that you've gone out there from a bullpen standpoint. 15 strikeouts to 3 walks today. How has the young arms grown as the season has progressed?
Yeah, talking about the pitching staff and the young arms and the strikeouts to walks, it goes hand in hand with the mentality side of it. Flo does an unbelievable job, obviously, with our pitchers, and it's the mindset, it's the toughness, it's that competitive mindset, it's being on the attack and having that predator mindset, not being the prey. So to keep running the guys out there again, keep running Morgan Lunsford out there again, keep having him touch the ball. These Tuesday games are big where we didn't have them last year because of COVID, which allows guys to get better, allows guys to get innings, allows guys to get at-bats on the offensive side. Again, nice to see Gabe Maya touch the ball for the first time in his career and get a strikeout there. But it's the mentality of pound the strike zone. Don't nibble and stay on the attack. And then you get those 15 strikeouts to 3 walks. And very, very proud of our guys.
Obviously a good performance out of Connor Thurman to weather the storm. We talk about this all the time, and being able to handle adversity. He gives up the game-tying home run, comes back in the dugout. What was the message to him, after he gives up the game-tying home run, because you throw him back out there for another outing after that, and he ends up having 8 strikeouts?
I think it's trust, and you trust your guys 100%. And, you could how we act as role models could show them, oh, shoot, we're going to panic here and not trust our guys. And he's one of our guys, and he made one bad pitch, and credit to their guy for putting a really good swing on it and in a big spot in the top of the 9th there to tie the game. But Thurman, battled. And that's the first thing I said to the team after the game is I was so proud of Connor of how he didn't let that get the best of him. And that's a hard thing to do in that moment, and to respond. And he strikes the next guy out and gets us out of that inning and then gets us out of the 10th. Which allowed us to obviously win the game. So that's the first thing I told the team, and they know that. We talk about it all the time is how you're going to deal with being challenged. It's your attitude, it's your mindset, and your willingness to compete. And, we're still learning, we're still growing on all facets of that, and super proud of Connor responding the way he did tonight, picking up the win.
Looking at the box score, you wouldn't think Dustin Allen had that great of a game, but he was a big impact tonight, and the reason why you guys won. Diving catch, getting on base on an error, running out a ground ball, and with a guy like Allen batting ninth, and he has a lot of highs and lows in terms of his stats. But what can you tell us about how much of a key piece he is to this Toreros team and why they're successful?
He knows his role. Dustin Allen knows his role. Talking about Dustin and his defense, and it's that aggressive mentality. He's got so much confidence with his defense and his arm and the way he can run and the bats coming along. And I think it's so important for him to get as many at bats as he can, which he has under his belt this year, to keep learning and keep growing. He knows his role in the 9-hole, that he's going to turn that lineup over, get on base, at least try to get on base for Chase and the boys coming up after. So he's done a really good job. His on-base percentage is over 400, and he does a good job of doing that. But the defense is, and that guy can really play center field. A huge play tonight, coming in, running in on that ball, being aggressive and making that diving play. So, just continue to grow and get better on the offensive end. But he knows that priority is out there playing center field with the best of them.
Or to point out Costello with another great throw to the plate. Obviously didn't go your way in terms of the tag situation. But, talk to us a little bit about how, you got a quarterback out there in right, potentially in left, when you move him to left field. And, he's thrown 2 darts to the plate already this season.
Yeah, he's always had that. Jack Costello, has always had that accuracy with his arm. He's got the arm strength. He's tough. He's a former football player, like we mentioned, in high school. And he's improved his defense significantly. He's played third for us this year. He's played left. He played right tonight. But you can't teach that. He has that it factor, that switch, if you will, of playing hard and going after it. And he went a decent way for that catch, and then throws a strike at the plate. Obviously, we didn't get the guy out, but just goes to show you that willingness to compete with our guys. And Jack's done a heck of a job on the defensive side.
Kevin Simmons, another clutch at bat, another clutch home run. You said it multiple times. He does it again. He does it again. He does it again. Have you noticed anything different with his at bats in high stress, high leverage situations compared to others? Because he seems to be delivering for you guys each and every time.
It's all Kevin Sim. It's all confidence with him. I think he's so confident, and he's making adjustments pitch to pitch. He's taking really good swings on balls that he doesn't put in play. He might swing and miss. He might foul it straight back. And the little intricacies of the game, when you're on the other side and you see a swing like that, it still is enough to scare you to go, okay, watch out, we got to be careful. And I think he's doing a good job of swinging at the right pitches. His pitch selection is much better. It's really improved over the last year. So credit to Kevin for really buying into that and his own approach, and trying to do damage on the pitches that he's getting in his zone, and he's doing a good job with it. And it's the confidence, and I'm just so happy for that young man.
Rick gets on base 5 times tonight. Meidroth's on base a bunch, top of the order. Those kinds of battling at bats. Plus, something else we talked about all year is the answer when there's a tie game, game's tied, come back, answer, obviously the walk-off fashion tonight.
Yeah, Caleb Ricketts, it's great to see him, getting the bat going and getting on base. And we talk about getting on base in our program, right? And it's working counts. And, and him and Cody with a big single tonight too as well. You can't say enough about that and the fight. And we talk about it from day one. It's a mindset. You get punched. Can you punch back? How do you do that? And it's the guys. It's them taking upon themselves, taking ownership of it, and holding each other accountable for it. And it's the no clock mentality, the never quit mentality. And that starts from the top, from the older guys who've been in the program, and they get that. So pretty cool to see.
And then Chase Meidroth and Cody Jeffries both got recognized this week. Chase as WCC Player of the Year, and then Cody's up for the class award. How proud are you of these guys as leaders on this team?
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see Chase get that Player of the Week this week. And the cool thing about Chase, he puts together so many good at-bats. I told the guys tonight after the game, I feel like he set the tone and set the table for Sims' home run because they brought Keen in and Chase sees pitches. He's got so much confidence and trust in his bat that he sees pitches. He works it to 3-2. He saw a couple sliders. Has a great at-bat there so that Costello and Jeffries and Sim can see the action on the pitch and see what the pitch is doing. Is he throwing it for a strike? Is he leaving it up in the zone? And that's big, right? So, he's been working so hard, extra on the hitting side, but his toughness at the plate is allowing him to have his talent shine through, right? And that energy that he has on defense, he comes in the dugout, he's always yelling. Our guys really feed off that, and it kind of trickles on down to the rest. And you can't say enough when you have a guy like as competitive as he is, as talented as he is, and how it rubs off on the other guys as well too. So it's really cool to see. And then super proud of Cody, and all that he does for this program, day in and day out. His defense is phenomenal. He's steady Eddie. He's done a heck of a job for us on that leadership side too. His heartbeat is so slow that super proud of him for this award that he's up for, and I hope he wins it.
Thank you. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Definitely feels pretty good. I'd try to keep all the individual awards to the side and put the team first. The team victory, the big series comeback against Pepperdine this weekend was huge for momentum, and coming out with a win tonight is incredible going into this weekend at home with St. Mary's.
Your coach had a lot to say about your competitive nature and how that rubs off on your teammates. Where do you think you get that from? How do you keep it going even when you guys are down or when they hit a 3-run homer to tie it up?
It kind of just goes back to winning each inning. That comes, we say that all the time through the dugout, the clubhouse. That's a big thing for us is, baseball is one of those sports that's not always going to go your way. But one thing you can control is like your attitude, your hustle, and just competing every time. And ever since I was born, I've always never wanted to let the other guy beat me or think he could beat me, and so I've just kind of grown up doing that. And we have a lot of really competitive guys, so I think just practicing against a lot of these guys has kind of helped me be super competitive when I get out on the field.
Awesome, thank you.
Just real quick on tonight, the walk-off win. What was that like for you guys? Coming back, battling back after they tie it up. What was that like?
Yeah, Connor Thurman did a heck of a job keeping us in that game. They got one pitch to hit there, and unfortunately tied up the game, but there was no flinch out of our dugout, our team. We knew we were going to come back, and we had the bottom of the ninth, the bottom of the 10th, so we were in control of that game 100%, and we knew we're going to get the job done. It was just a matter of when.
Been a couple transitions, going from third base to second defensively, going from the 2 hole to the 1 spot. Has it changed your mentality and how you prepare for at-bats in terms of being a leadoff hitter now? And how's the transition been from being a third baseman now to a second baseman?
Sure. Nothing's really changed. Whatever the lineup comes out, I'll go do whatever he has me do. That's kind of one thing is this team's very versatile, and whatever lineup he puts out there, we have a lot of guys that can go do and go play many positions and take on a lot of roles 1 through 9 in the lineup. I've grown up playing second my whole life, so third base was actually one of the newer spots for me when I got put there right before opening day. Also leading off, I have also led off my entire life, so I like to stick to the same approach, just working the count, staying in my zone to hit.
Kevin Sims on your tail and walks, you battling out who can get more walks?
Yeah, definitely that's a big category to be good at. On base is huge for wins and team at bats, so we go back and forth in the clubhouse and the locker room.
As a guy that can hit home runs, obviously you hit 2 this weekend, you hit 1 the opening weekend as well, and you got a good pop. As a leadoff guy, you just try to get on as much as you can. Obviously, obviously, to try to set the table. How much easier is it for you knowing that, I'm not getting the hits in the stat column, but knowing that if I get on base, my teammates are going to pick me up, and kind of doing the team aspect of your guys' lineup?
Yeah, definitely looking at when you kind of look like individually at how you're doing it. Baseball is one of those sports where it doesn't reward that kind of attitude, where if you really focus on just the team and like winning the team like goals each game, you find yourself having some success. And leading off and having guys behind me, I know that they're really good hitters and they can hit, so I don't need to go up there and swing out of my shoes or do something crazy. I just need to stay within my approach, and that's how everyone feels 1 through 9. We have a really strong lineup, so it's really great that those guys get a hit behind me.